Hello, this is Amelia from AmeliaAJohnson.com. Be sure to subscribe to this channel. Have you ever considered that your pet may get cancer one day and this is really freaking you out? So you want to know the answers. What solutions can you find that will help prevent your pet from getting cancer? Let me continue, because I have 7 simple tips that you can follow to help your pet not get cancer. So let's go forward. Here we are. We want to know what it is that's behind cancer because it's so prevalent today. In fact, any dog over the age of 10 years old seems to have cancer. Unfortunately, we are seeing it in much younger dogs also. So I had a dog that had brain cancer, and her sister died from brain cancer the same year. Totally different lifestyles. So what's the connection? We don't know totally. But I want you to follow these 7 simple steps so that you have an idea of how you can prevent cancer. The first one is you are what you eat. So you want to provide your dog with a healthy diet. And you will find so much different information out there on the internet. Be very careful. Make sure you're getting it from the most reliable sources. And one of the most interesting studies out there, and if your pet already has cancer, you can actually go to the Keto Pet Sanctuary in Texas to help reverse that cancer through diet. And there's also another article that you can read about, does a ketogenic diet really offer help for those dogs with cancer? And I am going to give you a link to this ebook at the end of this video, so be sure to stay on and continue with me. So the different types of foods that may be harmful for your dog, or the ingredients that may be harmful, are the food additives. Are you checking your dog food labels if you are buying a commercial dog food? What about the dyes in that dog food? Is it showing pretty colored food? You know, like red for meat and yellow for blah, 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 and so on. Be very careful because dyes are supposedly cancer-causing. Also, artificial preservatives. Most of these have been eliminated, but you may still find BHA, BHT, and TBHQ in pet food and treats. So those little soft treats that you may be feeding may contain these harmful preservatives. Also, genetically modified foods. Are they going to tell you on the label whether they are? Unfortunately, this seems to be very prevalent. How about the PUFAs, the polyunsaturated fatty acids that can oxidize quickly? How about propylene glycol? Unbelievable that this ingredient is still in pet foods. And calcium propionate. Also, nutrient deficient foods. They're out there, folks. Be careful. How about sugar, starches, and carbohydrates that feed cancer? So you want to add key supplements to your dog's diet because they're not in pet foods, such as the omega-3 fatty acids. If they say they're in a pet food, they cannot be in there in the amount that is therapeutic. Otherwise, the food would go rancid. So understand that. Digestive enzymes, a lot of foods do add these. They're on the label. But are they guaranteed to be alive? Check that. How about whole food supplements? That's actually the best supplement ever. And selenium is very deficient everywhere. And I know my 2-year-old American Eskimo was diagnosed last year at a little over a year of age with low vitamin D3. Many vets are not checking the vitamin D3. So that's something that you can be proactive about and have your dog's blood level for D3 checked. But be aware, different vet offices charge different amounts. And my vet in Pittsburgh charged me $110 less than my local vet. So be very, very careful about that if you're watching your pennies. Also, tip number 2 for protecting your pet from cancer is the importance of herbs. So study that. What type of herbs are beneficial? And I have here in this ebook more about that, so be sure again to get the ebook at the end of this video. Tip number 3 is pure water is the first and best medicine. Don't use tap water. And I know we all let our dogs drink from the streams, and hopefully that stream water is fresh. Otherwise, make sure the water you are giving your pet every day is fresh, and make sure you wash that water bowl every day. Okay, tip number 4 is to follow a healthy lifestyle. Bored dogs are very, very sad dogs, and they need to be stimulated. If they can no longer be physically active, they can be mentally active. So take that into account to help prevent cancer. Number 5, follow the spay-neuter tip. Now, recent research has proven that dogs should not be spayed until they're at least 18 months of age, 2 years of age, or maybe never. And I know that the animal activists are not going to agree with this because they're trying to prevent pet overpopulation, which is understandable. But as a responsible pet owner, you can absolutely keep your pet intact for the life of your pet. Number 6 is limit the vaccines. So too many times we are told that our pets need vaccines every year. This is not true, and science is proving this. So be very careful about what vaccines you use. Only use the core vaccines, and many of these vaccines may last the lifetime of your dog. So if you are going to a holistic vet, they will titer your dog's vaccine level so that you know whether that dog needs to be updated or not. So tip number 7 is make sure you have a clean environment. Don't be using pesticides around your dog. What kind of house cleaners are you using? All of this. Remember, your dog's nose is close to the ground, so be very careful about what you are using. Also, do not smoke around your dog just as you wouldn't smoke around other children. They are very sensitive to cigarette smoke. So there are many tips that I give in this ebook, and again, you can get it at the end of this video in the description. So let's review these 7 tips to help protect your pet from cancer. Number 1, provide healthy foods. 2, include herbs in your pet's diet. 3, provide pure water. 4, follow a healthy lifestyle. 5, follow the spay-neuter tip. 6, follow Dr. Dodd's vaccine protocol. And 7, follow clean environmental tips. So again, subscribe to my channel, look for this ebook in the description of the video, and come back again for more Miracle Living with Gusto.